Hello everybody, it's Victor here again with another review on a DC's Collectibles figure set. This time we have the New 52 Justice League. This is a set that's been just released a few months ago, I believe, or last month. I think a month or two ago, within that range. Now you see this set, each one of these figures can be bought individually. They've been available in waves, or like individually throughout the entire last year. So if you want any of these figures by themselves with a possible additional accessory, you could pick it up, that way. Just move this forward a bit. Now if you do buy the box set, usually between $90 or so. I picked mine off of Amazon for a little over $80. So it was a very good price. That's like almost $10 a figure, or a little over $10 a figure. As you can see here, it does come in this bigger box. See, you can be heroes, Justice League. Again, when you purchase this entire set as a whole, right? There's this campaign that DC is doing where you could, where 10% of the proceeds from the purchase of this will be donated to African children, who are hungry and all that good stuff. There's the little read up. And here's about the campaign. And there's just a picture of all the figures and another sticker. DC Comics. Again, this is a DC's Collectibles set. So these aren't the standard releases you could find in the stores by Mattel. Okay, let's get on with the review here. Here's the DC Direct Superman New 51 version. As you can see, if you also have this, mine's slightly different, as I filled in all the lines on him, and I painted the center right here gold. It's a little sloppy. I got to go over it to clean it up a bit. But I liked it because it's just pure red and it breaks it up a bit. It just helps for something that's going to be so plain. Now I'll go over each figure individually, but I won't go over articulation for everyone, because pretty much every one of their bodies, or except for Wonder Woman and Cyborg, are pretty much all the same articulation wise. See, you got the basic head rotation, slight all the way around, and you got his shoulders, arms, they can move up and down, back and forth. You can move out a bit. There is a joint, and I could go a little farther than that, but I don't like stressing it because you could feel you're pushing on it. So let's try not to do that. There is a rotation here at the upper bicep. One joint in the elbow, and there's no wrist articulation, no waist articulation. The legs could go up, and I could go back. And there is no out, so you can't do the splits. You could bend his knee like so, and there's no wrist or ankle articulation. Now again, this is an adult collectible. It's not an actual retail figure, that any kid could go and buy. You should get these online or at a comic book store. So they're not really meant to be played with. They're pretty much just to be posed and just sit there. Just slightly better than an actual, statue, I guess, since you could change the pose on it every once in a while. Alright, so let's go over the details here. As you can see, the face sculpt is fairly nice. Got this little Superman-esque going on there in his hair. Paint's not bad, fairly smooth. You got the Superman symbol on his cape. Nice and flexible. Fruit roll up. Nice large S on the chest. Some good muscular details going on there. A little bit of want to say there's a little bit of shading going on, but it doesn't. It might just be the natural shading, but there's look like it might be a slight wash on it. Sweet. Shiny red boots. Alright, that's Superman. Next is Wonder Woman. She does come with her lasso, but unfortunately it's glued on and it's stuck there, but it is very soft. And again, she pretty much has the same articulation even though she has the female body. But you know, it's everything pretty much the same there. You know, no ankle, no waist. And if you notice, her instead of gold, she has a bunch of silver on her. So I'm not sure if I really like that too much. I think I prefer her in the gold. But her face is alright. A nice sculpt in the hair. With some slight blue highlight. I think there might be a little too much of the highlights. But a nice muscular definition in her legs. Go wrong there. Boots. Now she does have an open hand here, but she didn't come with any accessories other than this that's attached to her. So I don't know what's going on there with the hand. But anyways, put that to the side. That's the Wonder Woman. And here's the Green Lantern. Said pretty much the same articulation as Superman, but he has this really nice shiny, like metallic-y green going on there. And, somewhat glossy black. Almost reminds me of tar. And, this is ring, which it's slightly sculpted on. It's raised off of the finger, and just got the dab of paint on top of it. Not the most attractive thing. You would think they would, you know, be able to do a little better job, but whatever, it's fine. You get a good, you know, ring pose. It would have been nice if it came with some kind of effect part or something, just so you could put over it. And his symbol on his chest is raised. It's, you know, it's not painted on. It's an actual raised part with you could actually feel, which is nice. A nice head sculpt. Out of all these figures, this is probably one of my more favorite ones. And I'm not a fan of the Green Lantern per se, but I actually like the design of the figure and a lot of the Green Lantern figures. Not the movie one though. I didn't care for the movie. So there you go. Next is Aquaman. And he's the only one that actually comes with the real accessory that, you know, you could detach his trident here with the chain. I'm not sure, it might be plastic, like a gold-plated plastic. And a nice shiny orangish color necklace that can move around. Again, same articulation as the other ones. And got this V for Vector here. And some nice scale pattern going on there. Some good detail in the hair. It's really nicely sculpted. A little bit of facial hair going on here. Big old sideburns. And little chin hair. Blue eyes. And the belt, or the chains attached to the belt here. And some fins on the back of his boots. And his trident. I was saying earlier, he can't really hold it, so I just got some sticky tack. I stuck it in his hand. And, you know, it works. A little bit sticking out there now, but it does the job. Alright, and here we go with the Batman. And his no underoos, he has the onesies. I guess it's Batman, you know, typical. And he got the big cape. Same thing as Superman's, but longer. And he got this, like, draping on the ground kind of thing, which I don't like because, you know, depending on the stance you get, this thing might end up being longer than what he actually could reach. So it, like, throws him off balance, which is a little bit annoying sometimes. But when you get it just, like, pretty much just standing straight up, the cape holds him up. So he's probably, like, the best standing that way of the figures. And he does have an open palm. surprisingly, because everybody else more or less has like closed fist or partially opened. And this hand is just a pure fist. The bat symbol right there on his chest. All the detail lines again like Superman. But I didn't fill this one in. I might, I'm not too sure. Because I have the DC Direct Arkham City Batman figure. And I like that one more than the New 52 one. So this is, I don't know what I'm going to do with this one. So that's pretty much Batman. Let's see his belt. His boots. Okay, next is the Flash. It's not bad, I like the design. You know, the lines could be filled in on this one definitely. Because, you know, the pure red is a little overwhelming. And karate chop hand. Open palm hand. Some nice details on his boots. So these things on his head are kind of pointy, so you got to be careful of those. You don't want to break them. You know, 'cause if you move them too much, you know, you could snap right off. It's a nice figure, you know, but I'm not a huge fan of the Flash too much. See, it's big red and yellow blob. Now, slightly cool, but yet an interesting figure. I've never liked the Cyborg, to be honest. He's just, I think he could have been replaced with someone else, you know, like the Martian Manhunter or, you know, Green Arrow. You know, Green Arrow would have been nice in this set. But you get what you get. And I believe the standalone comes with a hand accessory, or like a cannon. Because you could take, this is the only one you could remove the arm. So in this, and you replace it with the other one. So I guess to keep costs down on the box set, they removed the accessories, and his arm cannon was one of them. But you still got, you know, his little laser. Now, even though his body sculpt is slightly different, it's still pretty much the same in articulation, except his leg doesn't move as high. Pretty much that's it. But you do get the forearm swivel, which is always a nice touch. You know, it'd be nice if all the other ones had one. An open hand. So nice details on his armor. And he's heavy. He's actually really heavy compared to the other ones. So that's always a good thing. But again, probably one of my least favorite figures in the set. So I guess that pretty much wraps it up with the figures themselves. Here, why don't I do like a little, you know, size comparison or comparison. Okay, here's the, like I said, in this review is the DC Direct New 52 Superman. And here's the DC Direct Dark Knight Returns Superman. You can see a big difference. See, he has the more traditional costume, and he's, you know, his face is a lot older. You know, he's aged. He's a fairly young face here. There you go. And see, I like the bulkiness of this one. I really do. I think, you know, Superman should be, you know, really ripped and buff and, you know, larger than the average person. As compared to this, you know, he just looks like your average, you know, person who works out on, you know, on a decent basis. Compare the capes. See, this older Superman's slightly longer and a different color red. This blue is a lot darker on his too. But you can see there's a slight height difference as well. Move that to the side. Now let's do the comparison with the Batmans. see Batman, you know, the older, you know, 50-something-year-old Batman, you know, after years of fighting crime, you know, and all that such, you know, he's a little hunched over, a little more stocky compared to his younger self. You know, a lot larger though, you know, where he, what he lost in agility, obviously with this, you know, body, he gained in strength with this one. So, but they are, you know, somewhat roughly the same size still. If you stand up completely straight. But again, you know, not bad. Now, this one does weigh a lot more because of the size. Alright, so that pretty much wraps up this review of the DC Direct New 52. We can all be heroes set for the Justice League. You know, I got some hits and misses, you know, some nice figures. And the Flash, you know, he's always been part of the thing there, so he's always a good major thing. But again, you know, Cyborg could have been replaced with Martian Manhunter or the Green Arrow. Alright, this is Vector. Thanks for watching.